Stop those unwanted phone calls. Ever had the experience of rushing to get an incoming call only to be pestered by telemarketers, survey companies, and collectors? Though not as prevalent, other unsolicited calls that have caused stress to many people are the harassing and obscene calls. Sometimes you just want to shoot the damn phone just to stop those nuisance calls from unspecified callers. Fortunately, there are actions that you can take for you to stop those unwanted calls. National Do Not Call Registry. The easiest way in preventing telemarketing calls is by registering your number to the National Do Not Call Registry, which is run by the Federal Trade Commission, FTC. Register your home telephone number and your cellular numbers on the opt-out list, which according to the FTC will lessen the telemarketing calls you will be receiving by 80%. Register for the National Do Not Call Registry in two ways. One is by calling the FTC's toll-free number 888-382-1222, TTY 866-290-4236. Another way would be to register online through the FTC website, which is donotcall.gov. Collection calls. As if hourly calls from debt collection agents aren't bad enough, sometimes it comes with treats and harassments if you don't pay up to your debts. The initial action you can do is to write them up and politely ask that they stop calling you through telephone. If those calls persist, you may opt then to call a lawyer. Better yet, call the FTC for your complaints. Harassing calls. Different phone companies have different policies regarding harassing calls. Some will direct you to call the police department first before they can take action, while other phone companies will connect you to their nuisance desk for immediate action. When the calls become serious and threatens life or property, you should call the police and file the report. Gather as much information as you can from the callers, such as the caller's gender, what are the statements provided by the caller, if there is any accent, and other vital information that may be useful for the law enforcement agencies. Service providers. You may want to contact your telephone company and ask for an unlisted contact number and caller ID. You may also inquire if they can bar numbers from connecting to your telephone so you can have that number blocked. Ask politely. The National Do Not Call Registry has a limited scope and does not include those companies that you have existing transactions with, charitable institutions, political organizations, and phone surveys on the DNC list. If you encounter these callers, you can just ask them to put your number on their company or organization's DNC list, as the case may be. Usually, especially for institutions, a simple request works the first time. All you need to do is ask. Communication is a part of everyday living, and the telephone is the most dependable tool for us to communicate with our friends and family from either near or far. However, the telephone has also been abused by companies, institutions, or even certain individuals. By being informed and knowing what to do in case this annoyance persists will be your best tool into stopping these nuisance. Then maybe you can have that quiet, relaxing afternoon that you have always wanted without the stresses of those unwanted calls.